This is probably the most different Merc that I've ever seen in my life. This is the man that owns it. I'm going to ask him a few questions about it. There's a lot of questions I want to ask. What is the paint?
It's actually not a paint. It's a sterling silver chemical solution what is burned on, and then we overworked it more and more and more to age it. So it's a between. It's a paint.
I still don't understand. I still don't understand.
It's something between. It's a like a workmanship from a silver color what you burn on.
Okay. And how would you burn that on? Torch?
Yeah, with a flame.
Okay.
Really with a flame.
Okay.
And you need to have short something like 600-700.
So you learned when you did this car. You learned how to do this.
Exactly.
Okay.
I made some blades beside, until I know how to do it.
Okay.
It was not easy.
Yeah, I don't think it is. What am I going to say? What inspired you to build the Merc this way?
For me, it was like I would like to do something completely different, not the rockabilly style.
I didn't have to ask that question. I know that, but I want you to tell me.
So, rockabilly style was no option.
Right.
I wanted to do.
You didn't want that at all?
No. I wanted to do something like a cyber race car.
A cyber race car.
Cyber race car, what comes out from a computer game. So
gotcha.
You play,
right?
You make different races in all the universe.
Right.
You win it. At the end, you can optimize your car more and more and more, and something like this comes out.
Okay. Did you play a game and kind of get to this?
Nope.
Did you look towards anybody when you built this Merc?
No.
Or you wanted to build your way?
My way, completely.
Your way.
I made a drawing. The drawing the drawing was the first actually. I start with a drawing and I come out more and more and more that I go to this style.
Right. I will say one thing, I didn't come over and look at it that much because I wanted to look at it with you, but the chop on it, it's perfect. I like the chop is perfect. I like how you did the back window. I like, you know what I mean? I like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can get messed up there a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's really nice. So you've actually burnt the whole car with silver and then put this stuff over top of it?
Yeah.
How'd you go about doing that? Tape work?
This is tape.
Yeah, that's tape, and then
between two clears, and then again I edged it with acid.
And you're blowing like a
You got the three-dimensional effect.
Right.
You see, this is like a hologram effect.
Yes.
You don't know what is up and down.
Yes.
This was most important because I want to have a body what looks like a steel from outer space.
It
or
does.
some material from outer space, not a steel what we know.
It works.
Yep.
Yeah. You've got a door handle. I'm just looking at things right in front of my face. You got a door handle. It's in the middle. Is that a door handle in the middle?
Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
Yep.
You didn't want it there, but you want it there.
I want it there.
Right. I understand that.
Because it's opening easy.
Yes.
Yep.
Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Exhaust coming out the side.
Yep. But it goes between the floors.
The exhaust, so you can't see the exhaust underneath?
No, the floor is closed like on a race car.
Okay.
Yeah. So we go inside, we go up, and we come out.
So it's a race car sort of.
It's actually a sports car.
Sport.
It's a sports car.
Yes.
It's got the same underfloor like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini.
You know what's happening? It's hard to wrap your brain around it's a sports car when it's a Mercury, because it's never been done.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I like how you did your front wheel openings. Really nice. I like that.
Yep.
You've obviously got a flip front end.
Yep. It's a flip front. I can open it.
We'll wait a minute.
Yep. And the rear also, we have to open it because on a Merc, there is no much possibility to put a wide wheel in it.
Yeah. Everybody wants to hide it.
Yeah.
And you
they
showed
hide it.
Yes.
I don't want to have this look.
I gotcha.
Yep.
So are those made wheels? Did you get those made?
Yeah, they made it. They made it.
Okay.
It's the same size all around it, 305 on all four corners.
It's a what size wheel?
They made a different ET in the
19s?
front. 19. Yeah. 304 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
The glass has got no rubbers around it, has it?
No.
You flush fitted all that stuff to make it cleaner?
I made it like on a modern car.
Yeah.
That it's like aerodynamic and completely clean. We also made the black round that you see
to finish.
Okay.
Yes.
To finish that it looks like a serial car.
Yeah, exactly.
From a stock car. Yeah.
I missed something here for a second. Come take a look at this. Don't want to go back this way. I like how you did the window up here. That's nice. So you've got his vent window there, his window here, and then it opens in the middle.
And it's in the old-fashioned stuff. There is no electric. It goes with the belt up and down.
Can you leave the door open for a second? I just want to take a look at the inside here. Wow. What? So is this a piece of just a round stock and then cut it and made it fit and all that stuff?
Exactly. We cut it here.
Yes.
And we made all the panels, all the parts. It's all handmade.
So you use a bead roller, a dimple die.
Yep. This is one panel.
Right. Nice. Have you coated this with a what? What you coat that with?
Raptor.
Raptor. Okay, it's really tough.
Yep.
Real good stuff.
It's tough, but it's done with a small gun, so it gets this effect.
Yes.
And inside has to be in this gray like a fighter plane. I made also the switches from a fighter plane.
Okay.
The seats. And
what is this? Oh, what is that? Like machined aluminum or?
Yeah, it's a machined aluminum.
Okay.
And we bend it that it gets around.
Come take a look at this, Jolene. Look at the headrest and stuff in the seat. Fantastic, eh? What is this going? Is this your exhaust coming through this?
This is the exhaust. It's a completely covered, isolated part, because exhaust comes up here and goes down.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, we could not come out.
Right. Okay, I want to ask you. There's another question I want to ask you. I got all kinds of questions to ask. So this, your legs sit on top?
It's a leg support. You close it down and you lift it up when you sit there.
Can you show me?
And
can you sit
the
on
legs? The legs are not flying around.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll hold the door.
No, it's okay. It's holding.
It's holding.
When you sit inside, normally when you sit inside, you can lift it up.
Okay.
And your leg is not flying around. It's like in a fighter plane.
Okay.
You're completely backed in.
And your headrest is perfect, dead on?
Yep.
You sat in this car probably 100 times to get that right?
Exactly. And you fit it in like in a plane.
Yes.
So there is no moving. So you see a leg rest here, and it's exactly fitted on my size, of course.
Yes. Oh, why shouldn't it be?
Yep.
Your car, your size.
Big question.
So, they got holes going up in there? Is that a vent for heat or anything?
This is a vent inside for the window.
You've modernized the. Okay. Look at that now, would you? Huh. That's cool. I like it.
It's all electronic. And here you can switch whatever you want. You want to see oil, pressure, whatever, you switch here. You can even have, there is a GPS. You have the speed from GPS, but you can also have a remembering situation. What was the last lap? Can I do the next lap a little bit faster? You see everything.
You took it quite a ways, eh?
Yep.
You're not messing around.
Nope.
The roll bar goes up through the center, and then you can see how that fits the roof. Really nice.
This is like a head support.
Yes.
In case of rolling.
Did you even make the mirror also?
It's
a piece of aluminum.
It's a piece of aluminum, and we made it. Yep.
Wow. I like that you've coated the inside of this. It's really.
It should look like a fighter plane without any reflections. This is very important, that you have no reflections, because this is like a working place.
Right.
You don't need fancy stuff inside. It should be no reflection and should be a working place. You should reach everything very fast.
So what are all these buttons up here that just turns everything on, or?
This is a ignition.
Okay.
This is inside in the night. You have a orange light everywhere.
I like the lights inside the door. So
you have a wiper.
Can you turn that on again? I just want to see the light over inside the door. That's cool, eh?
Yeah.
If you look
and
twice, you'll still miss stuff. If you look 3 times, you're still going to miss something.
And this is cool. See in the front?
Oh, wow. You weren't kidding. You can see how the suspension is. See how the suspension is hooked to the roll bar and all that stuff. The only way you're going to get that is if you make it. I like all this up in here. Got a dual snorkel thing coming up front. Did you open the hood up during the car show?
Yep.
It was open during the car show?
Yeah, it was sometimes open, sometimes we close it.
I didn't get to see it.
Yep. Even the engine cover we made, like it's a space engine from some different construction.
I'm getting a new perspective on this car. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And the coating is the same on the outside
Yeah.
here?
And everything what you see here
Yes.
is functional. So the air intakes are really going into the air
This,
intakes.
yes.
On the side,
Okay.
it goes exactly on the exhaust and blowing in here.
Okay.
In the front, you have an exhaust cooling. You go to the brakes. And I show you something later in the back, which is also
So,
interesting.
so basically, on most Mercs, that's just for looks.
Yeah.
This is for working function.
Everything is working, everything is functional.
I like little vents in here, little vents there, little
This
vent
is a service
there.
hole, service holes.
Yeah, service holes. Service holes.
Yeah. And it's easy to remove. You can remove everything,
Yes.
you find everything. The brake down, all the
I like that you put a little grease on that to make that fit
Yep.
nice. That's,
Yep.
that's nice.
This was one of the hardest parts on the car to make this fit perfect.
Yes.
That it's not moving.
Sometimes on the videos, people say, "Why does he put his hands in his pocket? Why does he hold his jacket?" I hold my jacket stuff because I don't want to touch the car.
Exactly.
When you have a wallet in your thing, you could scratch something, and I hold back like that. I don't want to touch anything, and basically that's just car etiquette. It's his car, not my car. So that's why I generally walk around like this, or I walk like this, and it's because I do not want to touch it.
Yeah.
Obviously, Finland was good to you.
Yeah.
Finland was good to you.
Yeah.
This
Best
way
performance.
here should have given it away a little bit. The helmet. You're looking for that fighter plane jet thing.
This is actually just a decoration, but we find it, and it's an old helmet from the Russian cosmonauts.
Okay.
Real one.
Yes.
You close it like this. Imagine, and your life
Is in there.
was here.
Well,
If this gets a little bit not too tight,
Yeah.
you're dead.
there you go.
So it's just a part of the story.
Part of the story. And this car is a story.
Yep.
The headlight rings.
Yep. I close it and you can look at
cool. This is his wife over here. There was a picture of her in the car with the helmet on. It was really cool.
Now you will see how it's closing.
You see how it's closing, sweetheart?
It closes really like a
Yeah.
lock.
Wow.
See, there is nothing. It's closing like a tresor.
Yeah. One thing I will say, when it comes down and it comes back on, it fits perfect. I will say that. So in the front, you have a DeSoto bumper,
Yep.
and you've just molded it in.
Yep. And we modified this here.
Okay.
That a little bit it gets a bad look. And this lights here,
Yes.
I used from a Volvo, but I cut it and overworked
Yes.
it. Yeah. This
So
is
you
this is a
split-
part from a Cadillac.
You split the bumper.
Yep.
That's split the bumper. You use
Yeah.
that part from a Cadillac,
Exactly.
and you put a down. Is that called a down
Exactly,
draft?
because this here is the air grabber
Yes.
for the exhaust system. It goes in a tunnel to the back and cooling the exhaust system when you drive.
In the back?
Yep.
All the way from
Completely, Completely. And the floor panel down is with hose and with openers that we get an underpressure. And they all told me this because I was working for Formula One.
Yes.
So they told me how to get the underpressure down. We made everything like this. This is the brake.
I
This
see
is
that.
the cooler.
You can see through there.
Yep.
You can see through there and go to the brakes and stuff like that.
And
So
here is normally a brake hole also.
so
Goes exactly.
a little bit of NASCAR in this car too.
Can be.
Well, you've taken from.
Yep.
Yep.
And the splitter is exactly done like the splitters. Air goes away. Here you have the cut exactly down.
Right. I asked you, what are these? Did you make? You obviously made this.
Yeah, we made it. We made it. It's full aluminium,
Yeah.
and of course this is a completely modern light.
Yes.
And this should be like a functional part, like it's a middle, like
of the headlight.
yeah, or let's say it's something like a when you shoot
a sight.
Yeah.
You speak very good English. Whereabouts do you
I was
live?
I was studying first in Austria, and then I was going to Chicago for 1 year. I was living there with the Gary Dyers, with the blower guy,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've heard that name.
and I was 1 year there, and then all the time I was there. So actually, it's my second language.
Okay. That's good because I only got one.
Ah, it's
I
no
only got
problem.
one. Yeah.
English is a good language.
Well, I feel like when people are trying to speak, English to me, I should try to speak their language back, but
Yep.
I haven't got it.
Ah.
Yeah. So it's a 1951
The 51 is like the number for the race, but
Right.
also the year of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all aged in it. So the stream on it and the look should be like you have been racing on different planets, whatever, and you have already aging the car. You know?
How long did it take you to figure out what you wanted for paint?
It was actually from the beginning.
You knew what you wanted.
From the beginning, I have to have not the paint on it. I have to have something that it looks like an outer space metal. This was always the target.
Okay.
That's why I cannot use any color. I don't find a color. I have to go to this way.
Okay. I like the mirrors on it.
Yeah, this
What
is
was it?
a Shelby.
Shelby mirror.
Yep.
It's cool that you put in the door handles in the middle. I've
Yeah.
never really seen that before.
This is the door handle is Nissan GTR.
An awful expensive door handle.
Yeah, expensive. Really expensive. Really
Yes.
expensive.
I like that. Let's get to the back here a little bit.
Yeah.
Your fuel cell is in the middle.
Yep. And it's opening here.
Right.
And that's why we had to make this
Right, so you
different construction that it's going on the side. Otherwise, it would hit it.
Right. So you've cut your trunk lid to make that fit.
Everything.
Yes. And then
And we
yes.
longer this. This is normally shorter.
Right.
Yeah.
Your chop is really good.
Yeah.
On it. Like it
And
looks really
this-
good.
We wanted to have this
Yeah.
long rear, like on the race cars.
Yep.
So we made it in one direction
Yes.
with not so much aero stuff here. Of course, no rubber.
Right.
Then we go down here, and the holders for the rear splitter or for the rear wing,
Yeah.
it's the same like this here. So we made this angle, then you look like this angle.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
And in the beginning,
So these are matching up with this.
exactly.
Yes. And
And
you
then
had to go like this.
Exactly. And then it's
How
one
many
line.
times?
Yeah, and then it's one line.
Right.
But in the beginning, it was straight and it was looking ugly. So we had to turn it a little bit. See?
Yes.
We
You got a
bend
little,
it.
you got a
Yeah.
little. You got some shape on it.
Exactly.
Good.
And we put the brake light in it. But it's also cool. I show you.
When you look at this car and you go around it and you walk by it and you look at it and say, wow, that's different. But as he's explained it to me, it's really quite something else. As he explains it to me, like it's quite something else. And the reason
And-
I say that because as he's explained it to me, I see the work. When you walk by it, you have no idea.
Here is the extra brake light.
Oh, that's nice.
And what also is, this is no decoration, it's functional. I think hard to catch it with the camera, but you will do it. So when you see here, is an air grabber.
Okay.
We take the air in here, open this, and two hoses go to the front. And when you look at the rear axle, it goes the air to the brakes.
Oh man. Wow.
And it's a RAM system
Yeah.
on the
So
brakes.
you're shoving air in and going back
Exactly.
around to your brakes.
Exactly. And when you look down, you see the floor is completely closed. There is nothing open.
You've cut the trunk lid for your bumper part. You cut the trunk lid here, obviously,
Everything.
to fit that.
Everything. And this was going in very much.
Yes. So you've put the bumper in the car.
Yep.
It's a 51. The taillights would have been here.
Yep.
Taillights are here now.
No.
You got
here.
the tail. Okay, you get taillight all the way across.
Yep. We have to have reflection lights.
Yes.
So the reflection lights are everywhere, but the tail lights are down. And this is like a deco light or brake light.
So if people at home don't know, the air is coming in from underneath, in here, scoop, comes up through this thing, goes back in and cools the brakes. Did I get that right?
Yep. Cools the brakes in the inside. Because the brakes are inside.
Okay. There's quite a bit of work just to get. Yeah, it's not quite a bit. Quite mind-blowing actually that you're gone that far. Quite mind-blowing. You went that far. The quarter panels have been molded in. There's no seams, no lines,
Nothing.
nothing.
Yeah. And of course we had to make it white.
Yes.
The white fenders. So we start cutting it first here.
Yes.
That we get the fenders on, and then we put everything with the metal and lead.
Have you driven it on the road yet?
Yep. Without paint.
Without paint.
We made the test driving.
Yeah.
So the fastest was, you have to tell me in miles now. The fastest was 270 kilometers per hour.
That's fast enough.
This is fast.
Yeah.
That is something like 100,
80 miles an hour.
180 miles. It's fast.
On comes the light.
Ha!
Now you can see it just a little bit better.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can. Fenders are molded on the front.
Yep. Yep. This is a part what we
Yes.
mounted later.
Yes.
And this is the same angle what got the Ford GT40.
Okay.
This is the best angle what they find out to open a hood and make a nice closing.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. What is this? Like, I know your windshield
This
wipers
is
there.
an air splitter for the wiper.
Okay.
That you don't have indifferent air hit, because I got the chance to be in a wind channel once with
Okay.
the car when it was nearly finished.
Okay.
So we had to put some more parts on it.
Okay. So that's just to
Yeah,
deflect
this is
air.
just splitters. So there is no indifferent air. It's really an airstreamer.
So the chassis is basically like
Completely closed.
completely closed,
Completely closed.
which
And
makes
got-
for a better flow of air.
Yeah, and got some openers,
Yes.
but are making an under pressure.
Right. Okay.
What is very good because sucking air out.
Right. Okay.
So you get the effect that you actually
You learned
move a
that
little
from
bit
your
down.
NASCAR experience.
From the F1 guys. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can say you got quite imagination.
Yeah.
You knew what you wanted.
Yeah. But it was a concept from the beginning.
Okay.
I don't start it just from the head. I was making a drawing before. I wanted to know exactly how it should look.
Okay.
Yeah.
I build a little different. I just go with the flow, and when things happen, I change. But I've never gone this far in my brain to build something. If
Yeah.
you know what I'm trying to say. I like cutting things apart and moving things around. But this is just a little bit beyond thinking that I would think about, like way beyond what I would think about. Way beyond.
You know, it depends on how much time you have. You
Yes.
put a lot of time in it.
Yes.
And a lot of thinking.
It's
so
not hard to tell.
No.
Like, I mean, let's face it,
Yeah.
the things you're figuring out and the things you're doing,
Yeah.
if you're getting air to go from the front to your front brakes and you're scooping air from the front and going to your back brakes, and you're like, that has to be figured out. If you got the exhaust coming out the side and you don't want to see it, you have to figure out how you're going to get it from the underneath the car, outside the car, without being out, with the heat.
And you have to mount it like this, that is nobody touching.
Right, yeah.
Or like this, the front window.
Yes.
To make it in, it's an 8mm window. You have to think about, there is a glow coming in. There is an 8mm window. There should be no
I understand.
air opening.
So
nothing.
you have to make sure you're dialed in perfectly to put your glass in.
Exactly.
If you don't, it don't look good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So it's an automatic.
it's an automatic.
Is it got
but
an overdrive?
You can shift it also fast.
What? Oh, wow.
Yeah. You go on normal automatic, you go
Right.
to the side and you can shift it.
I see you've made the door fit the mirror.
Yeah.
Just because you want it to.
This is an aeroscope. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want it to.
Yeah. Yeah. The engine is a LS engine,
Yeah,
a dry sump engine, full
Yes.
aluminum, racy look,
yeah.
and race trim. So we have around, depends on the ignition how you do it, between 560 and 600 horsepower on the
That's
engine.
enough?
It's enough.
It's enough?
It's enough because the car itself got no weight.
Yeah.
So in pounds, what is it?
Basically,
It's 3,000. About a pound is a half kilo, no?
you weighed it. You weighed this car.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
1,550 kilo. It's like 3,000 pounds.
Yeah. Wow. And the reason being is that you've got it empty.
Yeah, empty and
yeah.
full aluminum.
Right.
We don't use any more other parts than aluminum inside. Yeah.
Quite something else. Quite something else. I have to look at it one more time.
Yeah.
What's that?
This is a
See this little round ball he's got
look
on
from the look from the front and I
Yeah.
switch it on. This is a sound system.
Oh, it's a sound system. So, C rate.
You see in here,
Okay, look here, baby.
you see it?
Yes.
That little ball there. Okay. We can't play any music if you don't mind, but that's a sound system.
It's the sound system.
Oh, well done.
And it's of course with the light stand that is also orange.
Okay.
And it's actually a sound system, but
Yeah.
it should be for the races.
Right.
Like a drone, what is flying in front of you when you don't have a good view and they're telling you already what is coming. Left or right corner, understand?
Yeah.
In the video
Yeah.
game.
In the video game.
Yeah.
And let's look at the attire. He's really into it. He's got his jacket on. He's got his shoes on. He's ready-
Actually, we are completely in the race dress,
Yes.
like the drivers from this car, yeah?
Now all he needs is a video game to go with the car.
Yep.
That's all you need now.
Yep.
I think it's amazing. Thank you for showing
you.
me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Just want to walk it around again, that's all. Amazing. I like the orange on the tires and the rim. That's
Yep.
cool. I love this. I like that.
Yep. It's like the end of a rocket. What do you call it?
Yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when the flame
You look
comes
at the
out,
rocket, when the
yeah.
flame comes out.
Yes, it
Yeah.
looks like that.
Yeah.
And he's used, you know, this has been used in a Mercury before, but not like that. If you know what I'm trying to say. It sure is one of a kind, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'd be very proud of it if I was you. Very proud of it.
No, I'm happy that you
Yeah,
do
very proud.
a small story about the car because, you know, you have a lot of followers.
Yeah.
I looked your stuff you're
Yeah.
doing. It's cool.
Yeah,
Actually, no,
yeah.
it's an art stuff.
Right.
It's cool, and it's always good to check a little bit around, tell the people what others doing. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I'm doing also on the shows. I always look around. You know, I gave this car my award today.
Yes.
This De Tomaso, for example. No?
Yes, the blue one?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful car.
Yeah, it is.
And it's very much innovative, no?
Yes, and I understand.
He's a young guy and he's
Yeah.
going into it. It's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
So this is all made, this is all handmade?
All handmade.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for coming back. We really appreciate it. This is a feature car of the show, is it not?
Yeah.
It's on the
Yep.
sign and all that stuff. This is a feature car.
Yeah.
And I can see why. I can see why. So if this doesn't inspire somebody, I don't know what would. It's probably the wildest Merc I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is.
The next stop is the States.
Next stop is the States.
Yeah.
You're going to dazzle them, are you?
We are going 4 shows.
Right?
Grand National, Detroit,
Probably
Chicago,
probably the biggest show in the world, the Grand
and
National.
Oklahoma. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
And I
Super
want to
Bowl.
enter. I want to enter.
You want to
One
enter?
time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, but why should you
Yeah.
not? Why should you not?
Yeah. To show your stuff, I think it's one of the best shows in the world.
Yeah, it's probably
Yep.
the Super Bowl of
Yeah.
cars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's enough when you're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you put that hood open so they can see that.
I do.
hood. That's cool.
I do.
Yeah, and
I will open everything. I will
Yeah.
close everything. I will show them everything.
awesome.
I lift it up even. That they see it from down.
Give you a spec. It's quite something else.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Thank you very much.
Cool. Thank you.